chaotic darkness. Earth Diver. Other myths, widespread in Siberia, Asia, and some Native American tribes, have a pre-existent animal, often a turtle or bird, that dives into the primordial waters to bring up a piece of earth that later expands into the world. Cosmogonic egg. In parts of India, Asia, Europe, and the Pacific, an egg is the source of creation. The Satapatha Brahmana says the primordial waters produced the creator god Prajapati in the form of a golden egg. After a year, he breaks open the egg and tries to speak. His first word becomes the earth, his second the air, and so on. Similarly, one version of the Chinese Panku myth begins with a great cosmic egg inside of which the embryonic Panku floats in chaos. In the Greek Orphic creation myth, deriving from the 7th or 6th century BCE and contrasting with Homer's Olympian myths, it is time that creates the silver egg of the cosmos, out of which bursts the bisexual Phanes Dionysus, who bears with him the seeds of all gods and all men, and who creates heaven and earth. World Parents. A widespread theme has the world father, usually the sky, mating with the world mother, usually the earth, to give birth to the elements of the world. Often they lie locked in sexual embrace, indifferent to their children, as in one Maori creation myth. Rebellion by children. In several myths, the progeny rebel against the world parents. The children in the Maori myth, forests, food plants, oceans, and man, battle with their parents for space. Perhaps the best-known myth of this type is the Theogony composed by the Greek Hesiod in the 8th century BCE. This records the rebellion of successive generations of gods against their parents, the first of whom were Chaos, Earth, Tartarus, the underworld, and Eros, love. It leads eventually to the triumph of Zeus. Sacrifice. The idea of creation through sacrifice often occurs. The Chinese myth of Panku says, "The world was never finished until Panku died. Only his death could perfect the universe. From his skull was shaped the dome of the sky, and from his flesh was formed the soil of the fields. And lastly, from the vermin which covered his body came forth mankind." Primordial Battle. The great Babylonian epic, the Enuma Elish, describes warfare between the Sumerian gods and the local deity of Babylonia, Marduk, and his followers. Marduk slays the surviving original goddess, Tiamat, and her monsters of chaos, establishes order, and becomes the supreme universal creator god. All nature, including humans, owes its existence to him. Similar myths appear all over the world. For example, the Olympian victory of the masculine sky gods of the invading Aryans over the fertile earth goddesses of the Pelasgians and Cretans. Creation out of nothing. Only a few myths have the theme of creation out of nothing. However, its belief is not only one of the most widespread, but also the currently favored scientific explanation. The oldest version comes from the Rig Veda. Recent archaeoastronomical investigations challenge Max Müller's 19th century dating and claim support for Indian tradition. They conclude that it was compiled over a period of 2,000 years, beginning around 4000 BCE. In the 10th and last book, Hymn 129 says, "Then was not non-existent nor existent. There was no realm of air, no sky beyond it. That one thing, breathless, breathed by its own nature."